YouTube, it's Monday. So I know this is the second week in a row that I've done that, and I'm kind of really sorry about it. I did not mean to, but I've been with Rose this whole time, so that's my excuse. Rose and I actually finally got the same spring break for once, so I'm spending the week with her at her parents' house, which is why I have such a different and nicer background than normal. But that also means that we've been very distracted the whole time and mostly watching movies and stuff, and so yesterday it just didn't happen. I was also at church for the first part of the day, and then at lunch with Rose and Lucas for a little bit of the day, and then we came back home and napped for a while, and then we watched something, and I didn't remember until 2 a.m.
We can talk about it too.
So there's this thing on YouTube, it's called My Music. It's a like show type thing. There are like 2 seasons, like 8 or 9 episodes per season or something, and it's not continuing. But Rose introduced me to that because she's been obsessed with it, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, and so we were watching it, and there's this character called Intern 2 who on YouTube was actually Jacksfilms, and I knew I'd seen him before, but I couldn't remember from where, but on there I just like I'm a little bit obsessed with him. He's just really beautiful and dorky and funny, and I don't know, I fangirled every time he came on the screen. Of course, technically, I guess I should be calling him Flowchart because that was his nickname toward the end of it, but they called him Intern 2 like the whole time, and I didn't know who he was before that, so. But now I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, on Twitter, I liked his page on Facebook, and I think I followed him on Instagram too because he posted all of those links on his YouTube, and I did the same thing to Toby Turner because he plays Satan in the series, and I was like, ah! No, I already kind of knew who he was because I already have the Sideburns song on my phone, and I know every word because I'm kind of obsessed with it because it's kind of awesome, and I'm not really sure why, but I love it, so yeah, that's a thing, and I followed all of his accounts too. So I finally put some more music on my phone because it was being very annoying, and like, I had the Taylor Swift album 1989, I had the Iron and Wine music that I bought off of iTunes a while back, and I had the Sideburns song, and I had YouTube, which automatically downloaded to everybody's iTunes, so of course I had that. It was like, oh, Apple support isn't on your computer, please uninstall iTunes and reinstall it again, and I was just like, what? Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
What?
What? Please ignore that, that's a reference to my music. You probably never heard of it. I need to stop! But then the other day I just reinstalled it again and it just magically worked for some reason. I don't know why it didn't work beforehand, but the point is I have music on my phone now, so I don't have to listen to the same 3 artists every time I go on a road trip.
Oh, yeah. Because I was worried, I was like, oh. Yeah, you closed that deodorant.
I got to see my sister the other day, so that was cool. I went and picked her up with Rose, I think it was Saturday because today is Monday. We were gonna go to Olive Garden, but the wait was like 2 hours long. So then we just went to Carolina Place Mall instead, and we ate at like Chick-fil-A, and Rose ate at some Japanese place or something, and we walked around the mall until it closed. But I got this really cool ear cuff right here, which I love. This, which is a friendship bracelet with Rose because a Hot Topic that jewelry was buy one get one half off, and so I had to get something. So I found these and loved them. It's backwards. There we go.
I'm only in this video because I'm being forced to. Hi. I look terrible. Bye.
Mwahaha. Also, there was this place that was closing when we went there, and so it had like prom dresses for like 80% off and a bunch of other kinds of clothes, and I got a really cool dress that is in my suitcase, and I'm not going to bother digging through to pull it out to show you, but just believe me when I say it was awesome. Rose's cat loves me now. He used to just kind of like me. His name is Jinx. He's black and he's beautiful, and I've always loved him a lot, and he's always been annoyed by me, but he cuddled with me a lot last night, and he kept coming up and cuddling with me today while we were watching a movie, so I'm convinced that means he likes me. It also helps that every time I see him I call him beautiful, so I think that's probably part of the reason, because we're convinced that he's a shapeshifter, not a cat, so he clearly understands English. I also got all my stuff from my parents' house, which is nice, because I took Heather back there after we hung out for a while. So I have like my typewriter and my color guard flag and rifle and baton, which I totally forgot about, I'm really excited about, and also a bunch of just my other stuff that I forgot about, like I have my prom dress again, and my graduation gown, and etc. So that's pretty cool. Also, that means that I got to see all of the animals, and it made me cry a little bit because I miss all the animals a lot. So my tattoo is starting to peel. Tattoos do that, but it's been very itchy, but mostly only at night, which is really weird, and it doesn't really hurt anymore, which is nice. Like, I can slap it, which helps because when it's itchy. And I can also wear pants again, which is really good. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do to it in the future. I think I'm gonna have the buildings be like smudged and kind of blurred looking because, you know, it's my past and past is blurry, blah blah blah. The balloon part of the hot air balloon be red because And then behind Fight, there's gonna be like watercolor, you know, like the rainbow splotch things. Everybody knows what that is, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be cool, but it's not gonna be anytime anywhere remotely soon. I've also been kind of thinking about my next tattoo. After you get one, you just kind of want more. So what I want to do is I want to get like a patch on my leg of like mermaid scales where it looks like the skin is like peeled away and is revealing the scales, which is gonna be really cool. And I want to get that as a best friend tattoo with Rose because it's more creative than getting like matching tattoos. We've always been mermaid best friends, which is cool. So I think it'd be awesome. Plus it just looked great. I have yet to binge watch Jacksfilms, but because I've subscribed to him, I'm going to, and that's how I'm going to end this because I don't really have anything else to talk about, and my mind just went back to him, so I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!